Hey kids, we're going to get into our first real drafting project today. So as you can see, I'm only giving you two views for this object, a front and a right side view. And from there, we have to work out what our final view is going to look like. My idea is, if you look at it the side view, it's going to look like a channel, like almost like a C, but backwards. But looking at the front, I got this little part kind of taken out of. So I think the C on the top isn't going to go all the way down, only halfway. So as you see, if I sketch it out right here, I think if we lay out the front and the right side view, I'm going to get an object that roughly looks like what I have in front of me here. Let's see if that actually works. How are we going to do it? Well, as always, we're going to go up to New. We're going to start a new standard part. We're going to work in English standard part and hit Create. This brings up our model space. I like to go over to the model tree, bring down origin, and turn my visibility on all of my planes. Again, that just helps me see the object a little better. So looking at this, I want to make that long C. And I think it's going to work on this plane right here, or my X plane. I'm going to go over to Start 2D Sketch and click on that plane. Now what I'm going to do is draw this backwards looking little C. So I'm going to start at my origin, come down here. I'm going to go over 1 13/16. 13/16 in decimal form is 0.8125. I'm going to go over then 1.8125. I'm going to go up the height, which is going to be 2 3/8 or 2.375. I'm going to go over to the end of this object here. And these little guides are 5/8 inch deep. So I'm going to go over 0.625 down. The drawing says it is 3/4 or 0.75 deep. The length of it is 1.125. And then we can simply just use our dotted lines to line stuff up. I have all little yellow dots, so I'm good. Everything is closed. That makes me happy. At this point, we can finish our sketch. I want to extrude this out, so I'm going to my extrude button. This is a very long object at 5.125 or 5 1/8 right there. So far, that looks like what I was thinking in my sketch. My front and side views look similar, but in here, you're going to notice that I have a little part taken out of. Now, this is either a part that's there or not. And let's take a minute and think and look at this drawing. If you look, the object right here looks like it is actually part of the object and stops where it's not here anymore. So I think this part of the object isn't going to have anything. Well, let's go ahead and make a sketch on this part of the object, or this plane. I'm going to go to Start 2D Sketch and click right there. What I want to do is draw a box. Now 2 3/8 is how much there is. So if I take 5.125 and subtract 2.375, I get 2.75. That means if I go to this end over here, I can just simply type in 2.75. I'm going to go down the width, which is 0.625. And then I'm simply going to just complete my box, close my object. To get out of it, here's another little handy trick. You can right click and just hit OK instead of going up and hitting the escape bar. This is what I'm going to extrude back. because I think this is missing from the objects. Let me finish the sketch and let's test this out. Let's extrude. Now we want to go the other direction. And we only want to go the depth, which is 0.625. If I hit OK, that looks pretty similar to the sketch I started with. There's that line, except it looks like I need to go a little further back. So it looks like I made a mistake. Oh, I did make a mistake. I went back 5/8 and it's actually 3/4. It is a good opportunity to learn how to fix our mistakes. So this object is still here. Would it be really helpful if we could just edit that mistake I did? Well, we can. If we go over to our model tree, we can find extrusion 2, and if we just simply run over it, it'll highlight what that feature is. This is that part. If I right click on it, this is a feature. So if I hit edit feature, it'll bring this box back up. The real depth was 0.75. 5/8 was how high it was. So now I hit OK. Now if I look at my right side, that looks exactly like my drawing. The front part, that looks exactly like the front part. So this looks pretty close to the sketch that I had originally. So that's how we use different views to build an object. Okay, kids, that's it for this video. Good luck on trying yours. As always, if you have any questions, come talk to me. Good luck!